Hey everyone, Dro and the Go here, coming to you today from Tampa, Florida. Right now I'm at the Tampa Riverwalk, and we're gonna go hit the seas, or the river, here and enjoy a cruise on the Pirate Water Taxi. And there's gonna be 2 loops, but we're only gonna be taking one today. There's the island tour, or island route, and we're gonna be taking the river route, because that one's narrated. It's 7 stops, so let's go.
The Pirate Water Taxi is a relaxed, hop-on, hop-off sightseeing cruise along the Hillsborough River with multiple stops. This is a great way to see downtown Tampa for a first-time visitor like myself. The water taxis operate 7 days a week with longer hours on the weekends and during special events. You can purchase an all-day pass, which gets you access to all 14 stops. Here's a quick look at the departure times. An all-day pass will cost you, at the making of this video, $34 for an adult and $24 for children ages 2 through 12. They also offer a one-way or after 5:30 pass starting at $20 for adults and $15 for children 2 through 12. I purchased my tickets in advance online, but you can also purchase in person at their kiosk. There are 2 different paths you can take, the river route and the island route. The island route takes you to Tampa Bay and by Bay Shore, and the river will take you along the Riverwalk. For today's video, we will travel on the river route since it's narrated. Our boat has arrived. There is also additional seating inside with air conditioning, which we'll explore later towards the end of the video. They serve alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. And we're off. Enjoy the tour.
Welcome aboard, everyone. My name's Captain Mark. We've got Captain Reed at the helm and First Mate Christian here with us. Just a quick safety briefing for you all. All of our life vests are located in the salon underneath the benches at the tables there. We've got firefighting equipment here at the bar and at the helm, as well as back by the restroom. There's also a fire hose astern at the restroom, and up here to the left of the helm, we've got a throwable flotation device on the left side of the helm here. And your emergency exits are located anywhere there's not a window in front of you. Please don't use any of that safety equipment unless we're instructed to by the crew. In the unlikely event of a man overboard, please yell "man overboard" and point at them, and we'll come around and pick them right back up and come right back to the dock, because the Coast Guard hates that. But other than that, we're going to have a great trip along the river here. Do I have anybody? I know we've got someone looking for stop 12. Yep, cool. And anybody for stop 10? That'd be the Riverwalk Hotel. Stop 11 is the, I forget the name, apartment. We've got stop 14 at the Strass Center, stop 15 Julian B. Lane Park, and stop 16 Armature Works. And anybody else just along for...
Alrighty, once we pass underneath this bridge, this marks the entrance into the Hillsborough River. Now the Hillsborough River flows all the way up past Armature Works to stop number 16. It goes all the way up 44 miles up into the Orlando region. The Hillsborough River is fed by the Green Swamp. Now, a little cool fact about the Green Swamp, it is actually the 2nd largest swamp we have here in the state of Florida, just behind the Everglades. Now, since it is called the Hillsborough River, you might be thinking, is it purely fresh? It is not. It is not purely fresh nor purely salt, but rather a combination of the both. This body of water is brackish. With that being said, we still find a lot of the same marine life that you can find out in the pure salt water, such as bottlenose dolphins, which we saw a few of earlier today, so keep your eyes peeled, West Indian manatees, stingrays, and 3 species of shark, the spinner shark, bull shark, and blacktip shark. Just up ahead of us on the bridge, you'll see some graffiti. But here at Pirate Water Taxi, we don't like to call it graffiti, but rather crew art. You see it every year during the winter months when their lakes and rivers freeze over. Northern colleges and universities take their crew teams down here so that they can practice for the upcoming seasons. Because here in Florida, nothing ever really freezes over. Upon their completion of their training, they like to leave a little bit of their school spirit on our walls and bridges. I believe the oldest painting here was from 1960 something. Off the right-hand side of the boat, you might be able to see the Florida State bird soaring high in the skies. The construction cone. Coming up on the left-hand side of the boat, you'll see the News Channel 8 studios. I invite everyone to give it a little wave. They constantly have cameras surveying the river throughout times of the day, and they use that video footage during the nightly news as filler. So if you tune in tonight, you might just see yourself on the news. However, if you have any outstanding warrants or skipped work to be with us here today, I invite anyone and everyone to get on the far side of the boat. But don't worry, we won't say anything. Coming up in front of us, you will see the Kennedy Street Bridge, formerly known as the Lafayette Street Bridge. The reason for the name change being, back in the day, President Kennedy had a motorcade that went across this bridge on his way to do one of his speeches here in Tampa. Upon the completion of that, he flew out to Dallas, Texas, and after the unfortunate events that occurred there, the city of Tampa decided to pay tribute to President Kennedy and renamed the Lafayette Street Bridge the Kennedy Street Bridge. Once we get to the other side of this bridge, off the left-hand side of the boat, you will be able to see the beautiful and ever luxurious University of Tampa campus. More importantly, on that campus, you'll see the Henry B. Plant Museum, formerly known as the Tampa Hotel and Resort, built by Henry B. Plant, the railroad tycoon, back in the 1800s. You will also notice the very unique architecture that was used by Mr. Plant on this hotel. That was to draw in travelers from far and wide, ultimately to use his railroads to get to this hotel. Notable stays at this hotel were Queen Elizabeth, Babe Ruth, Teddy Roosevelt, and the Rough Riders. A little fun fact about Teddy Roosevelt's time at the Tampa Hotel is himself and the Rough Riders were actually kicked out for riding horses through the lobby. If I could have everyone remain seated or take a seat, we are pulling into stop number 12, Curtis Hickson Park. If you look off in the distance, off the left-hand side of the boat, you see some tall black netting. That is Plant Field, home of the University of Tampa men's baseball team, but more importantly was the site of Babe Ruth's longest home run during his time with the Boston Red Sox. This home run towered about 587 feet, and the record still stands to this day. That ball can be found in the Henry B. Plant Museum located at the Tampa Hotel. And with your wristband, you get a small discount off your admissions fee. Up ahead of us, you will see a very old, rusty drawbridge. And you might be thinking to yourself, there's no way, no how that thing still operates, and I wouldn't feel safe if it did. And I might agree with you, but it is actually Tampa's most used drawbridge, with trains passing through it for 2 times a day, Monday through Thursday. These trains are carrying corn syrup from the old port of Tampa to the local soda factories we have here in the Bay Area.
Pulling into stop 14 at the Strat Center. If you could find a seat while we do our docking, that'd be great. And we'll let you know when you're safe to disembark.
To the scheduled programming. Up ahead, off the left-hand side of the boat, you'll see a large green sculpture. Now, that sculpture is, as well as any other sculpture you've probably ever seen, they're generally open to interpretation, but the intended design of this one, it is meant to look like and emulate our mangrove tree root systems we have here in the Tampa Bay area. Mangroves play a pivotal role in our ecosystems and in our daily lives. They provide habitat for small fish to hide from predators, as well as locking in soil, preventing erosion on our shoreline, and helping to reduce storm surge during hurricane season. And off to the right-hand side of the boat, you'll see the Strat Center for the Performing Arts. It is one of the largest performing arts centers we have here in the state of Florida. Its smallest auditorium, housing about 99 people, and its largest housing about 2,600. The Strauss Center generally uses that larger auditorium space for Broadway plays. The most recent, about a month ago, was The Lion King, and shortly before that was Wicked. As you can see, the convention center is currently undergoing some construction. The city of Tampa recently approved a $100 million renovation plan to expand upon two of the auditoriums and build one new auditorium. But the project I'm the most excited about, a part of that $100 million renovation, is the new rooftop bar. Just up ahead of that green sculpture on the left-hand side, you'll see the Tampa River Center. Now that's home to some 1,500 crew boats from both local high schools and amateur crew teams. It is also one of the largest crew facilities in the state of Florida. Just above that, you'll see a very nice looking venue. Now, that plays home to many weddings, galas, and balls. And while I have not been in it personally, I've heard it is very nice, especially around the sunset times. And since it is not privately owned, but rather owned and operated by the city of Tampa, it's kept rather affordable to rent out for an evening, starting at about $3,000. However, there is a 2-year waiting list for this venue. Right now, we're passing under I-275, and I find if I have any locals on board, I think we can agree we are traveling a lot faster down here than we would be up there. Malfunction Junction, but I like to call it Tampa's largest parking lot. Just up ahead of that, you'll see Howard W. Blake Penitentiary, otherwise known as Howard W. Blake High School. It is one of the many high schools that calls the Bay Area home. However, it is one of the more unique high schools in the sense that it is centered all around the performing arts. If you notice, there are not any windows, and that is to prevent outside light and noise traveling in during performances. Many alumni have gone on to many great things and many great channels, such as Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. And most recently, Howard W. Blake High School produced a Grammy Award winner. Doechii just won Best Rap Album and gave Howard W. Blake High School a shout out in her acceptance speech. Coming up on the right-hand side of the boat, off in the distance, you might see some little yellow umbrella tops grouped together. That is our beloved Ulele restaurant, specializing in native Florida and Native American cuisine. All of their food is locally sourced here from the Tampa Bay area. And Ulele was just recently voted into the top 100 for outdoor patio restaurants in the entire United States. My personal favorite thing to get there would be the alligator chili. And just up ahead of that, you will see a large red brick looking warehouse. And that is Tampa Armature Works and Tampa Water Works. However, did not always look this luxurious and this nice. Back in the day, T-Cove, Tampa Electric Company, used to use it to service their streetcars. But as streetcars slowly died down, the city of Tampa decided to repurpose it into a food hall style dining area. During hockey season, they often do watch parties out here. I personally have attended probably over 30. It is a very good time. Very good food, very good people, very good time. If I could have everyone remain too, we are pulling into stop number 16, Tampa Armature Works. Once it is safe, we will let you know when it is safe to move around and disembark the boat. Alrighty, unfortunately our time with you guys is coming to an end. We are pulling into stop number 7, the Tampa Convention Center. If you guys are looking to get on the island loop, this is where you hop off and hop in the other line and they will take you. We have a saying here at Pirate Water Taxi, the wind and the waves may tip our boat, but only our great passengers can tip the crew. Any gratuities are greatly appreciated. And here at Pirate Water Taxi, we love our 5-star reviews. So if we did a great job, my name is Christian, and your captain today was Reed. And captain in training, we have Mark. Shout out, Mark. If you guys didn't have a great time, want to leave a 1-star review, my name is TJ, and your captain today was Gunner, who may or may not be our bosses. So do that information as you will. And as always, thank you guys for cruising with Pirate Water Taxi.
Let's take a look at the indoor seating. They have some really nice AC in here, and there's a restroom. And that's a wrap on this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.